Morning guys. So today's January 14th, Tuesday morning, and I'm gonna get started milking cows here. Now this morning's a little different because we're doing something we call milk testing. So once a month someone comes out from the DHIA, which is the Dairy Herd Improvement Association, and they bring these units out. They hang right here on our milkers. And so this will get a measurement of how much each cow produces, and then also collect a sample, so then we'll be able to send that off to a lab. Our milking system does not have the ability to tell us how much each cow is making. So the only way we know how well each individual cow is doing is this once a month milk test. So this unit's just collecting a little bit of the milk as it passes through, and then it'll tell us how many pounds it's producing. So you can see this cow here, she has working on 50 pounds here just this morning. Probably one of our better milkers here, but that's just for one milking out of 3 times a day, so that puts her up near 150 pounds. Then once the cows are finished milking, we'll just go through and she's gonna write how many pounds the cow had and then take a sample in a little vial there. Getting pen 2 now. So it is kind of interesting how we make decisions based off just one milking a month for the milk test, but that's definitely better than nothing. There are some milking systems that'll tell you how much each cow is producing every milking, and that would be a nice thing to have just because you'd be able to stay on top of it better. But a system like that's expensive, so you have to kind of decide what's worth it for you. So we just got done milking pen 1, which they're a little bit older cows. They're gonna be higher producing cows. Now we got pen 2 coming in. These are the first calf heifers, and they're not gonna milk as good. So we'll see the numbers will be a little bit lower with these. So this one right here is a first calf heifer. She just had her calf not long ago. Apparently has over 40 pounds in one milking. I kind of have a hard time believing that, honestly. I'm almost wondering if she didn't get milked out last night. But either way, that's pretty good. So we're at pen 4 now, soon done here. They seem to be milking pretty good from what I can tell. Coming out here, close up group 3 now. The milk testing doesn't slow us down too much. It does a little bit. It kind of makes the milkers a little more clumsy. but the girl that came from DHIA just takes care of everything with those, so we basically just milk like normal. Finished up the milking, got everything cleaned up. Now the units are still on here, just running the wash cycle through, and then I'll take them off. So we end up with a vial from every cow, a little sample of her milk, and these will get sent to a lab. And there's a few different things we want to know from that. One is the somatic cell count, so that's basically the milk quality. And then the other thing we want to know is the fat and protein percentage. What we're paid for is the components in the milk. So we do care how much a cow is producing, like how many pounds she has, but that number alone really doesn't give you too much information. You can have a cow that's milking 100 pounds, another one that's milking 80, and the 80-pound cow is actually producing more value than the 100 pounds because her fat and protein percentage would be higher. So you got to take all that into account and do the math to figure out how many pounds of fat and protein a cow's making, and then you can actually know if how much a cow's producing. So right now our average fat is about 3.8% and our protein is about 3%, but that's, every cow is different. That's the average from all of them. We have a pretty high producing herd. You know, we produce a lot of milk, but you got a lot of costs involved with that too, and you got to kind of balance that out. So it's not necessarily better than the next guy. Everybody's just different. So this afternoon during the milking, I'm gonna work up here in the freestall barn while the cows are out of the groups. I just want to clean up at the edges of the barn. There's kind of some dry manure there against the wall, so I'm gonna take this tractor up, park it out front there, and once they get started milking, I can clean out. So I want to clean the outside wall of the barn here. I'm gonna lift this curtain up. Now, you can see these curtains are starting to wear out. We're actually gonna replace these very soon. They're gonna come maybe this week or next week to replace both these sides. And that side over there is actually not even working, so I guess for that back wall, I'm gonna have to push all the manure towards the other end of the barn. But we'll at least be able to get this side from here. They're gonna be starting the milking very soon here. So until they get started, I'm gonna go along the wall with this pitchfork, and I'm just gonna clean this concrete ledge off here. You can see the cows back out of the stalls, and then they'll crap right here on this back wall, makes a mess. So one of the reasons I wanna clean this curb off is just because next week we have a company coming in. They're gonna be grooving the slatted floors, making them a little bit more grippy, and I wanna have it cleaned out here along the wall. I'm hoping to do a video on that next week, so you'll get to see kind of that process, and I'll talk more about why we do that. All right, cows are out of here. I got that ledge cleaned off. I'm gonna go get the skid loader and then we'll start scraping this up. It's just sad to see this spreader get dirty. Already ruined it. Need a new spreader. Gotta call Pick Right. Get the feed bucket off of here. Usually at least a few weeks throughout the winter we have to come out here and scrape the slats off because of really cold weather, but this winter's been so warm so far. I mean, it could change with plenty of time, but it's been incredibly warm. Got pen 1 cleaned out. Pretty simple job. I'd like to get that out of there because that's a good nesting spot for rodents too. All right, I'm gonna do this whole side of the barn at once. Got the cow's pen back here. Just go the whole way down across this back wall. It is nice seeing these slats scraped clean sometimes. Just seeing them scraped up looks pretty in here for sure. Pretty is a relative term, obviously. Last group here, just gotta clean this wall off, scoop this out real quick, and we are done. Finish that job up. So I just want to finish off this video here by giving a shout out to a friend of mine. He started up a channel. It's called Farmer on the Prairie. His name is Seth. His family's friends of ours, and he was actually here the first bunk filling video that I did. He was actually helping out that day. And yeah, if you guys would go check his channel out, Farmer on the Prairie, subscribe to his channel, and I think you might be interested in what he has going on there. They got some grass-fed beef and corn and soybeans they farm, so yep, that'd be great if you guys could check him out. So that's all I got for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you next time.